Max. I picked up through EcoFlow a Delta 2. They had them on sale, half price I think it was. They had them for $565. I had some points, so I managed to get it for $465 plus tax. So the EcoFlow Delta 2 here, it's a 2700 watt battery generator. Um, the reason I bought it, even though I've got the Delta Max system in here and I've got the extra batteries for it, but I had an extra 400 watt EcoFlow panel that was just sitting unable to use because I didn't have anything to power with it, because I have bought 800 watts to go with my Delta Max system and originally bought that for the Delta Max. Okay, so my neighbors are lighting off dynamite, I think. I am going to put this under the sink. This is going to run the faucet, so it's going to run the pump. But it's also going to run the on-demand hot water system, which runs 800 watts. So being as this is 2700 watts, it should power it no problem. This is a south-facing roof, so I'm going to figure out a way to mount that 400 watt EcoFlow panel system to it. Then I'm going to run wires down through into the cabin to where the sink is, so this can run under it. Okay, so it's probably close to 50 foot of wire that I built. So under this here, you have a solar input right here. So I'll go ahead and run this out to the 400 watt panels, and we'll have power to the thing. There we go. Okay, so we're taking in 238 watts on that panel right now. Shows we're at 31% charge. So go ahead and let this thing charge, and then I'll try it out. I can buy extra battery for it, one, and I could always add another extra battery. So I'll wait and see if they ever have a sale, and I may pick up, if I can get a really good deal like I got on this one, I'll pick up an extra battery for it. I like EcoFlow. They make a nice system. If you want an all-in-one system, it's kind of nice. Well, this was a fir tree that I cut down maybe 2 years ago. I'm going to do a measurement here. I want about a 13-foot piece out of it that will produce a foundation beam. But I don't want to take the biggest part of it for this build. I want it for the next build. So we'll go from here over there about 13 feet, and I I think I can get what I need out of this for one more foundation beam. I still need 2 more, which means I need to find something else to cut. The other part of this tree is all going to be just, well, I might get a couple 2x4s out of it before I turn it into firewood. But let's go ahead and get this thing cut. I'm going to put a chain around this side here real quick before I cut it, because once it drops it'll be hard to get a chain under it. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to pre-chain this bad boy while it's still hanging up in the air. These would make great posts on a deck. They look so nice. If you were to have, you know, an 8-foot like pergola on your deck, oh my gosh. I just love this tamarack. Such good looking wood. It really looks good. I can't say enough about it. It's probably my favorite wood to cut. Another thing, from what I understand, besides resisting rot, because it's a denser wood, it doesn't warp as easily, which I like that too, because, you know, the fir and the pine tend to warp real easy. And I've noticed this stuff didn't seem to warp at all. I need to make 2 more 8x8 beams, or pillars, whatever you want to call them, to put the foundation on. So I'll go ahead and find another piece of wood I've brought down already. I'm pretty sure I have another one. And then from this point, I'll make the beams that are going to go on top of them. And once I get those done, hopefully my pieces will be here from Home Depot that I need to go ahead and run my twine, so I can dig my holes, and we'll start getting these in and getting that foundation area built. Once that foundation area is built, things will run a little smoother, but I still have to make a lot of wood. So it does take time, unfortunately, and I've only really got probably 2 to 2.5 months that I've got to get this built. My theory is this: if I get the walls up and they're framed, and I wrap them with the wrap I have left over from the last build, and I have enough, at any rate, I'll make sure I have enough, I'll get that wrapped. I just need to get the roof done. I can worry about putting the siding on next year, as long as I can keep the elements out and I can get my stuff moved in. That's the main goal. As far as making the siding, I've already got a good chunk of siding made for it. I need to make more, but maybe that's something I can do this winter before the snow gets too heavy. So I'll keep plugging away at this. It's going to take time, but once I get done with this, I can move up and start working on the Quonset hut possibly, but probably going to work on the Appalachian cabin build. And that means I got to start getting the ground a little bit lower at the high side, just like I did here. Not looking for perfect, but I want to dig a basement in it. I got to do that by hand. I don't have any equipment for that. I can lower the level with a tractor, but I can't dig the basement with a tractor, so I got to do that by hand. So all of that's going to take time. I hope that you guys that are interested in off-grid life and interested in something like this, that you'll stick around and watch it. Give me a thumbs up if you will. Thank you. Oh, I'm not going to worry about putting these on anything right now. I don't think they're going to have any issues. And they're not going to be here more than a couple weeks. So these beams are 5 feet long. I'm going to get them 3 feet in the ground is my goal. Everything I've done so far has been around that depth. I haven't had any issues. So I'm going to just stay with that. So that's it for now.